Hey, it's Jason here at Petals from the Past. Very excited to be working with Simply Southern today, and we're talking about a uniquely Southern fruit. If you grew up in the South, your grandmama had a fig, and there are so many varieties of figs, but most of us are familiar with two, right? Either Celeste, which most everybody would have called the little blue sugar fig, or one that would remind you of a little bit larger one called brown turkey. But in addition to those, we can grow some really unique figs. This one's called lemon fig, a little bit larger, and this one actually goes back to Thomas Jefferson's time, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit, but this one is a very sweet fig. All of these are ripening in our gardens late July into August. And if you want to grow one, this is one of the easiest fruits that you could grow. You have to have one plant because they're self-fruitful, and you can see even from a young age in this container, they're quick to be productive. And so if we have one plant and we have 6 hours of sunlight or more, you're going to be in great shape. If you've got space, it's going to be even better, because if you look back here, we're looking at a tree that's going to be easily 12 to 15 feet tall. I remember growing up and the neighbor next door had a 15 to 18 feet. And of course I was this tall, so it felt like a beanstalk. And my job was to climb to the top of that fig, harvest them for them, and then she would make fig jams and preserves. So I got the better end of the deal. So if you're going to grow a fig, one variety, choose the one that you want, come out to nurseries, to farms, and taste the ones that you like so you know what you're getting. And then 6 hours of sunlight or more, where you want to have access to irrigation, and you want to be able to prune. A good pair of clippers is going to come in handy, because figs want to grow straight up and you want them to grow out nice and wide like we're looking at here. This fig has 7 to 9 large scaffold limbs that then side branch. And that allows us to have more fruit that's being produced. And if you look at it closely, all of that new growth is where the fruit is being produced. So it's going to ripen from the back, moving forward. And if we have rainfall, or if you're able to water and you're continuing to make new growth, that's going to keep you making figs all summer long. Once you've decided, hey, I've got space, I'm going to plant one. If it's one that you like, great. You can find it in a nursery, wonderful. If you can't, but there's one that you have identified, maybe a friend or a family member, the ability of figs to be rooted from stem cuttings makes them pretty unique. And one of the things I love is being able to come over to a fig like this lemon fig, take a cutting, it can be 4 to 6 inches in length, somewhere in that range, and stick that into a little bit of rooting hormone, pop that into a container with good potting soil, keep it moist and humid, and you will grow a genetically identical plant to that fig. That's pretty unique. And then you've got exactly what you're looking for. One of the ones that I'm showcasing here I think is quite interesting. Kevin and I were talking about it earlier. This is one that belonged to Thomas Jefferson, and it was a gift from the French government to Thomas Jefferson. He brought it back home, and then he wrote to friends that he wanted to share it with. So he was cultivating in the late 1700s figs in Virginia, and then he wanted people to have them if they were very, very good. He specifically said this Marseille variety was one of the best flavors that he's ever had. So he propagated it, and then I was very fortunate to be in line from a friend that was able to get some from Monticello and share this one with us. So we grow it in our orchard here, and it's a very productive fig. That's what it looks like when it's ripe. Pop that open, a nice light pink and good flavor. So if figs are on your mind, you want to grow them, easy to grow, you need the sunshine, you need a little bit of space, and then grow the variety you want to. We love them here. Fig season is a very popular season here, and we can hardly wait to keep going into these other varieties. I'm Jason Powell at Petals from the Past. We're in Jemison, Alabama, off of exit 219. You can also find us at petalsfromthepast.com, and we look forward to seeing you here.
What we eat, what we wear. It all starts somewhere. And if it's good, it usually starts with a farmer. And that somewhere is right here in Alabama. In a field, in a barn, on a tractor. Right now, there's a farmer starting something good for all of us. And it all starts right here in Alabama.
Every day across our state and across our nation, farmers wake up before the sun and work tirelessly to grow the food we need. From the sweat on their brows to their quiet prayers for rain, their hard work and dedication feed billions. They don't just grow our food, they grow our future. So the next time you sit down for a meal, remember, thank a farmer.
Get discounts on national brands and at local businesses with your Alpha Farmers membership. Members save hundreds with Ford, John Deere, Case IH, and Caterpillar. Plus, enjoy special rates at Choice and Wyndham Hotels. Benefits include rewards at Office Depot, Priester's Pecans, tourism destinations, and more. Download the Alpha Perks app, visit alphafarmers.org/perks, or stop by your local Alpha office and start saving today.
For more Simply Southern, follow us on social media. And while you're online, visit our website, simplysouthern.tv.net. Simply Southern continues in a moment.
Buying from local farms has turned healthy eating into an adventure for the kids.
Beef tastes even better when you know the farmers who raise it. I love a good steak, and it's nice knowing that our local ranchers are helping our environment.
I do like a little honey in my tea. Keeping my money in the local economy by buying from Alabama farmers makes it taste even sweeter.
Bring the farm to your home. Discover what's growing near you at sweetgrownalabama.org.